Florida Explorer here, and welcome to the channel and happy Cemetery Sunday. This Sunday, I'm at the Beresford Cemetery in the old community of Beresford, Florida. Located in Volusia County. It's a very old cemetery of the first people in this old town. And the grass is so high here. So overgrown. Check out a couple of these old graves. Walking through the tall grass to this kind of first monument type grave here, tombstone. It's very beautiful. S. Lizzie Grable, born at Madison, Indiana, died at DeLand, Florida, October 27th, 1885. Aged 31 years, 3 months. And yeah, this cemetery here in Beresford is right, next to DeLand, Florida. The way that DeLand has grown, it pretty much is DeLand now. And this old town of DeLand in Volusia County has so many old cemeteries. Love to visit this area. Walking back to the wood line, I see a couple older graves back here. Love to check the ones on the very edge of the cemeteries. Look at this tombstone, it's like blackened. Mary E. Hinkle died September 2nd, 1886. Wow, that's an old grave. And she was 35 years old in a couple months. Wow. Some little tiny graves over here. This would be baby boy of J. and A. Myers. Died in 1899. And another small grave right next to him. Evelyn Myers, 1907 to 1908. So some baby graves right here. And this must be the Myers family area, because here is a grave that's fallen. Thomas T. Myers, February 23rd, 1871 to July 15th, 1904. So yeah, this cemetery is pretty much from the late 1800s, early 1900s. Here's a grave. It's a little chipped up and damaged looking. Last name was Cox. Died in 1934. Daniel G. Walker, 1867 to 1939. And Bertha L. Walker, 1867 to 1948. So there's some 40 graves back here. Although the tombstones caught my eye and they looked very old. But this is Andrew and Maria Thompson. Andrew passed away in 1927 and Maria in 1941. Wow, this grass is so tall. Put the camera down in there. And yeah, actually, a hurricane just came through a few days ago. Hurricane Helene. So, not too bad in this part of Florida here. Just a little windy. But the grass is growing, man. Here we have Father Irvin C. James, 1885 to 1953, at rest. Now I'm gonna make my way through this tall grass. It's not really any graves right in this little area here, but right over there, some super duper old looking tombstone. And then right here behind me, aha, this is an 1800s grave. Sally F., wife of Dr. J.M. Samuel, born December 28th, 1851, and died November 10th, 1881. The first Confederate grave I've seen here at this cemetery, Moses Marsh, the CSA. Now finally making my way back to, it looks like to me, the oldest grave in here, but I could be wrong. I didn't find much information about this cemetery, and it doesn't even have a sign that says the cemetery name. But if you Google it, it just says Beresford, and this was a community at one time that's kind of no longer here in a way. I mean, there's houses, there's people, but I'm not sure if it's called Beresford. But this old one, wow, beautiful. Old tombstone, been here for a long time. Samuel J. Cook, born October 11th, 1816, and died November 6th, 1880. Not too sure. It's a little chip right out of that spot. That's old. From the 1800s. And those are always my favorite cemeteries to visit, with these older graves. Oh, and look at these two. They're actually faced the other way. So everybody's faced a different way. Another Confederate grave, Crawford P. Wilcox, from the 8th Georgia Infantry, the CSA, September 10th, 1889. Right next to the Confederate grave, this beautiful big one, Betsy T., wife of Albert Wilcox, born in Derby, Connecticut. August 29th, 1810. And she died here in Beresford, Florida, December 18th, 1877. It's crazy too. A lot of these cemeteries I visit, and a lot of them here in DeLand area, you always hear the train go by. What a bonus. Before I get too far away from this one, as I keep walking down there at the wood line, but I saw this one over here, it looked really cool. Captain John Stewart. He died April 30th, 1891 at the age of 31 years old. And around this side says more. This is a father and son tombstone here. Captain Dick. And they were both captains, I guess. Captain R.H. Stewart. And he died May 2nd, 1881 at 55 years old. So this must be the father. Very cool and unique graves here. Everything has like a different look to it. And this one would be a Woodsman of the World Memorial for Arust T. Hall, born May 31st, 1869 and died February 1st, 1914. And this one right here could be the most grand gravesite kind of headstone in the whole cemetery. I mean, this is a huge chunk. I'd say granite. Not sure if it's been painted brown. Yeah, that's granite in there. For Robert L. Douglas, 1814 to 1877. Man, that is a big chunk of stone. We don't have those kind of stones in Florida. And right behind them, this one seems to have lost the top of the monument. So this would have been a really tall one here. And it looks so neat too. Just the name, the way it's spelled. Elwood. Let's see if there's anything else. Oh yeah, here's the names. Man, this was such a beautiful one too. James M. Elwood, born December 21st, 1816 at Richfield Springs, New York. And he died May 29th, 1877 here at Beresford, Florida. Here's a grave over here along the woods. Man, pointed the other way. Marvin W. Long. And he was in the Spanish-American War. Wow. I've never seen one of these where it says this. Wow, that is very interesting. He's way over here on the wood line all by himself. Well, thanks for joining me, and happy Cemetery Sunday from the Beresford Cemetery. I'll see you guys next time.